Hi Jasam, and in this video we are going to talk about regular expressions. Okay, and regular expression is very important topics. Okay, for the Java developer or whatever the developer. It's any field. If you are a Java developer, Python developer, it's a common for all the developer, and it's a very important. Even it's a front end or back end. Also, it's very important. Okay, so regular expressions are mainly used to validate the particular data. Correct, but let me start in the depth, and slowly I will explain each and everything, like where we can use the regular expressions, what is the need of it, and what is the benefits while using a regular expressions. Okay, so regular expressions are used in a software development for the various text related tasks, including data validation, text searching. So might be in the pages or in the any of the class or some of the JS file you are writing Control F and you are searching something. That is called a text searching. Text manipulations. So you are searching something and you are replacing with that something. Okay, so that is called manipulations. And text extractions, you can remove this text also, you can extract this text also. So lots of the operations you can do. Okay, here are the some common use case for the regular expression in the software development. Okay, for example, the first use is regular expression is data validations. I hope everyone know about while writing a code of the HTML, or we are giving a mobile numbers or email ID, and we have to validate with some certain pattern, like this mobile number is correct or not, this email ID is correct or not. That time we are using the data validations. What data validation will do? So regular expression can be used to validate user input. So whatever the input you have entered on the website, such as an email address, phone numbers, credit cards, dates, and more. Okay, by defining a pattern that input must match, you can ensure that the data entered by the users addresses to the specific format. For example, user try to input some of the data in the for the register time or maybe some login time, and you have to tell him like whatever the email ID you are entering, that is not a correct format. Okay, so for that you have to write one regular expressions and you have to match with that. Whenever you are writing some code for the taking the phone numbers, maybe the user is user is not that much of the smart. Okay, and he written the mobile number which is 15 digits, 14 digits, 13 digits, might be 8 digits or 9 digits, that is not correct, right? So in that place you have to write a regular expression so that the at least pattern will match. Okay, the whatever the digit we are expecting, that digit we have to provide, then only we can proceed the form. So that time regular expression is very important. Let me show you some of the examples here. For example, right now I'm going to create an account inside the GitHub. Okay, and in the GitHub, okay, I have this username. So I'm going to enter some username, my name Prince. Okay, and I have entered the space. So it's saying username may not contain alphanumeric characters or single hyphen. How we will detect it? With the help of the regular expressions only. Like you can't give the space, so user will again, okay, I don't want to enter the space. Then he will thought, okay, let me enter at the rate. He saying no, username may not contain any alphanumeric characters. Okay, then he will remove. He will enter 1, he will enter 2, he will enter 3, he will enter 4, he will enter 5. He's saying user Prince is not available. This one you can pick something else. He enters some more. Now it's saying this is the available. So it means that the GitHub developer internally use the pattern here, maybe in the JS file, JavaScript file, and they are matching this pattern. Okay, it is available or not, and might be have already data. Okay, user already existing users, and with that he is comparing, right? And he's checking like this name is already available or not. That is the one case. If it is available, he will give one mark as okay, correct. If you validate the email ID, for example, I am a new in the like operating a browsers, and I want to register a GitHub. So I don't know my email ID, what can I give here? But I have to give, it's a compulsory. So maybe I have to enter like 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, he's saying email is invalid, already taken. It's not matching the format. So what I have done, okay, this is my email pk@, okay, 1 2 3 4 dot com. Now he's saying it's correct, because if I remove this one @ he will say email is invalid. Why? Because @ is is specific for the email only. If you not given the at the rate after some characters and also .com, then it will not consider as a email. It will say it's a invalid email. So this is the regular expression he have used here also. Okay, let me go to the slide and let's understand in the depth. Okay, so I hope you understood. We can validate the card number also, we can validate the date of birth, okay, by defining a patterns that are the input must. Okay, I hope you understood. Text searching and extractions. Regular expressions are powerful tools for the searching text for the specific pattern or extracting a specific pieces of the information from the large text data. Or in a sense, you can use the regular expression to find all the occurrence of the specific word or phrase within the document. So for example, this is the page, and this page I have to find out something like yours. So if you see yours, it's showing like 2 times. How? Who will search for me? It's a regular expressions only. So in the input box, Control F I have done, and I'm finding yours in this space. So in this space, 2 yours are available. One is here, and if I remove one character here also, it will remove every places. That is the part of the regular expression. Okay, and if I given yours and if I hit one more enter, it will show the second yours also. Okay, first second. So this is also a parts of the regular expressions. To the regular expressions only, we are matching these patterns with available all those texts available in this screen, right? That is called the regular expressions only. So while searching and extracting the data, we are using the regular expression. That is also very powerful. Okay, a string manipulations. So for example, you have some string and you have to manipulate it, you have to find out some pattern. Definitely you have to use the regular expressions, because if you use the regular expressions, your code will minimize. Otherwise you have to write your own so many if else condition to satisfy your particular pattern or situations, whatever. Okay, so regular expression can be used to replace or modify parts of the string. For example, you can find a replace text in the document or transform data from. Okay, so all those things you can do with the regular expressions. Regular expressions are used in the formatting and parsing a data also. So regular expressions are often used for parsing a structured data from like a JSON to the XML or HTML. They can help you to extract a specific information from this format and manipulate it as needed. Okay, so in this format also you can use the regular expressions. URL routing. So for example, you have some URL and you have to validate it, like this URL correct or not, and with the help of the regular expressions you can validate it, right? So in the web development, regular expressions can be used in the URL routing, system match and exact parameter from the URLs. Okay, this is the common when creating a dynamic routes for the web application. That time also it's a very important. So we are writing like anchor tag / something. So that is also part of the regular expressions only. Log analysis. Regular expressions are valuable for analyzing log files. You can use them to extract relevant data such as a timestamps, error, code or IP address from the log entry, because in the log we have a lots of the data. Okay, in the log if you see, it's having like 2-3 lines of, not 2-3 lines of the code. It's a document, 20 page 30 page log will be generated. In that log you have to filter something, you have to find something. That time you have to use the regular expressions. Syntax highlighting. Text editors, code editors, whatever the Eclipse you are using, you are searching, you are finding, whatever the VS Code you are using, you are searching, you are finding something, all are the regular expressions part only. Okay, and involves in the identify and applying the different style to the different language element in the code. Data scrubbing. Regular expression scan the use to clean and transform data by removing the unwanted characters or formatting inconsistency also. Password validations. When enforcing password policy, regular expression. For example, if you go some of the website, they asking please enter the 16 digit of the password. Maybe they will ask 8 digit of the password. In this password, it should be 1 special character, 2 digit, 3 simple characters, something else they will ask. Okay, based on the pattern, so that your password will become strong. They are asking, they are expecting, so they are managing all those patterns with the help of the regular expressions only. In your website, maybe you can see some of the website, they are asking, okay, first the character and whatever you are using, characters or whatever you are using, the digit, it should not be the continuous format. You can't enter 1 2 3 4 5. That is also a pattern. They will not allow to enter ABC. They will not allow to write your name. They will not allow to write your previous name. They will not allow to write something, date of birth. So in that kind of the validations, like they will allow to mix something, a special character, digit, everything. Okay, then only you can form your password. So that is also part of the regular expressions. Okay, lexical analysis. I hope you know the lexical analysis. Lexical analysis means like whatever I'm writing a code. For example, I am in my website and I'm writing a code for the Java only. Okay, so here I'm writing a Java code inside the one file which is text.java. Okay, so how they know if I give anything like that @test name? Okay, so it's detecting like, okay, this is the syntax error. How? If I start any class name with the 1 2 3, they will detect this is not a correct name. How? With the help of the regular expressions only. So anything validations they are doing for the compiler. Okay, internally compiler are also using the what? This one only, regular expressions only, to validate our code. They are checking main method is available or not. Whatever the class name he have given, they are following the certain policy or not. Like it will not start with the hash, it will not start with a special character, it will not start with the digit. In the class name or variable name, you can't put @. Okay, that is not correct. Okay, you can put $. No, you can't put it also. Okay, @. So there is so many things. So they have put it the validations. So whenever you written the class name, variable name, method name, what are the keyword you are using, public, class, package, whatever, they have some certain pattern, and based on that pattern only they are identifying here is the wrong, here is the mistake, please correct it. That is the power of regular expressions. Okay guys, I hope you understood. So before going to understand the regular expressions rule, I will explain you what is regular expressions, how we are using in our Java, and what is the use of it basically. In the simple word first I will explain, then later I will explain in the depth. Okay. Okay, for example, let us say some examples. So I have a one string, okay, which is S, and a string having a B, BA, BA. Okay, this is the strings I have, and in this string I got a requirement like you have to find out how many AB are available, okay, and what are the places it's available, okay, and also print the AB. This is my requirement. So if I write a code, definitely I have to take one loop inside the another loop, and also I have to iterate and I have to find out all the sub string, you can say a string inside the sub strings, or whatever the combinations or subset you can say, and then I have to do it. So I am going to use to loop, and through the to loop I will find out the pattern, positions, everything. Okay, but if you go and if you take the help of the regular expression, it should be a very easy. How? Let's see. So regular expressions is providing us regular. Okay, Java provides us one class called Java provides us one class called pattern. So we have a one class called patterns. The patterns having a one method called compile, and the compile method will ask what is the pattern you have to find out from the strings, and through that you can compile, and then after you can do the like matches, you can check the matches and whatever it's available. Okay, so let me write a pattern class first. So Java provided one pattern class which is available in java.util.regex. Okay, if you see here, this is the Java, this is the util.regex patterns. Okay, so regex package, it's available the pattern class. So we have written pattern name I will give P, and here I will write what? Pattern. Okay, pattern dot compile. Okay, and if you see here, we have a two compile method, which is compile with the string and compile with the some flags or some of the strings. So let's take the first one, because just we have a simple things to check it, which is patterns we have to specify. So we are checking A and B. Simple. Our pattern is ready. This is the pattern. Whatever the patterns you have to give, you have to provide here only, which is pattern.compile, and those object you have to store inside the patterns. Okay, what it will do? A compiled representation of the regular expression. So basically it's represent the regular expressions only. Okay, got it? Now next what I will do is I have to find out how many times it's available, right? So what can I do? I can write here p dot match. Okay, but whatever the things I am going to write, let me put inside the main method, otherwise it will not execute and we can't test it also. So let me write here. Okay, and then after p dot match, yeah, matcher you can say, and matcher will take one what strings, whatever the strings you are going to pass. So matcher having a, let me write matcher having a two methods here. One is char sequence and other one is rejects patterns, and with input also. What is the input you are passing here? Okay, so I am going to say like, hey, this is the string which is rejects. Okay, and this is the consequence input. Okay, so if you see here, the character sequence to be matched, a new matcher for these patterns. Okay, so let me take this one. Okay, and here I will pass my s. What is the s? So s is my string, which is I have to find out. Okay, and I will assign it, so it will return one matcher. Matcher having a all those informations now. Okay, matcher having a all those informations now. So what we can do, we can write while, oh my god, while, and inside the while we can write matcher dot find. So if it is find anything, it will return true, and if it is returned true, what I have to do, I have to print it. Okay, so what I will print is like what you have find. So he will find something. Okay, so what he will find is like he will find matches dot, okay, a start when it's started. Okay, so it will give one index numbers. Okay, and here I will ask what is the end. Okay, so matcher dot end. Okay, matcher dot end, and plus we can give something like matcher dot count also we have. So matcher dot count we can do your own, and you can use the group. Okay, so this will print. But if you want to find out like how many times it's available, so those we can do like int count equal to 0. Okay, and here you can increment it, count plus. Okay, and later you can print it also. Okay, and what we can print like AB count is count. Simple. Okay, let me done. Okay, so if you see the output here, it's started with 0 or 2. So 0 2 having a one match, which is AB. 2 4 having a one match, which is AB. 5 7 having a one more match, which is AB. And AB count is how many times? It's a 3 times. It's available inside this strings. If I write one more times AB, what will happen? Our output is changed. Again it will say no, it's now 4 times. If I add one more times AB, it will say now it's a 5 times it's available, and it will represent also. Okay, and if you see like how it's giving 0 or 2 starting, so it will calculate like, okay, this is the 0 1, or it will give the next. Okay, next. So if you want to do the minus, you can do it no issue. Okay, start -1. So if you give end -1, then you can see proper output. Okay, matcher end -1. Okay, so through that also we can do it. Okay, so this is the simple things I have explained you, like how you can find out Okay, but even if you write this code, it will take lots of the lines of the code to write a loop and everything you can do. But here if you see, I have written within 2-3 lines and one loop it's required. How many? It will match only, not more than that. Okay, if I use something like that, let me print those also. Pass out matcher dot group count. Okay, let me print it. How it's printing, how many times. Yeah, group count is also printing the 0. Group count is 0. What is the group? Okay, so like that we can write a logic. So basically the purpose is to introduce this class and show you like these things you have to understood, which is pattern, and pattern having a method called compile, and through the compile we can pass what patterns you want, and through the matcher you can match it and we can check that is matching or not. Correct? Correct. And if you want to iterate how many times it match, you can iterate with the help of what? This while, and you can count it how many times this match. If it is not, it will return true, and based on that you can do your operations, nothing else. Right? Okay, I hope you understood these two classes I have introduced, which is pattern and matcher. Okay, pattern having a compile and matcher methods, both are available in the patterns, and with the help of the matchers you can iterate. Lots of the methods having a start, end, group, okay, group, count and everything. So with the help of that you can get all those informations. Okay, let's go to our slide. I hope guys you understood what is the purpose of regular expressions, when we can use it, and what are the introduces in the Java application also, which is pattern or regex classes, matcher classes. While understanding regular expressions, we have some rules and regulations. Like whatever the language you are going to start and you are going to learn, for that we have to understand the what is the syntax, what is the classes, what is the methods, what is the variables, what is the data types, how we can write a code, what is the syntax, everything. In the same way, while learning a regular expressions, you have to understand some rules and regulations. If you understood those rules and regulations, then only you can able to write a regular expression, otherwise no. Okay, so I'm going to explain you like what is the rules and what is the regulations, how we can use it. Okay, so regular expressions or regex XP are the patterns that describe set of the strings. They are used for the searching, matching and manipulating the text based on the patterns. Here are the some commonly used regex patterns and their explanations. Okay, so if you see here we have a magic, matching digit, matching word characters, matching white space. Okay, so let's talk about the matching digit. Okay, so whenever you want to write a regular expressions to match with some digit, okay, for example in the starting digit you want or ending digit you want some of the number, then you can write /d. so /d will represent to take match any digit which is 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 it will represent as a digit if you write /d, which is a small. But if you write capital D /capital D, it will match any of the non-digit characters. It's not a character, but it's a non-digit characters. Non-digit character means what? Okay, which is not a what digit, it's a characters. Okay, so in the same way, matching digit like capital D or small d, if you understood. Okay, so whenever you are writing any regular expressions, in that place you can use it. Okay, whenever you want digit you can write /d, which is a small, and /d if you want require non-digit characters. Okay, matching word characters. If you want to write something matching word characters like match any word characters alphanumerics plus underscore. Okay, so for that you can use a small w /small w and matches any non-word characters, okay, which is you can represent with the /w. Correct. So this is called a matching word character. Matching white space. If you want to give some white space, so in that match you can write /s, match any white space character, space, tab, new line. So with that it will match /s. Capital /h match any non-white space characters, which is not a white space. Okay, so generally the people are using a small only, /d, /w, /s. Those are most popular, you can see. Okay, let me go to the next slide and see some more. Okay, so if you see here, matching specific characters Matching a specific character means if you want to match something A, B, C, so you can give inside the one square bracket A, B, C, match either A, B or C. In this character anyone it will match, that is perfect, it will give that true. A, B or C, anyone match either A, B or C. So you can give those things inside the square bracket. Okay, if you are matching something like square bracket not A, B, C, so match any character except A, B, C. So whatever you want to give, those are not will be matched, then you can give this cap A, B, C in the square bracket. If match any lower letter, if you want to match any lower letter, then give A to Z with the hyphen square bracket, capital A to Z if it is upper letter. If you want to match 0-9, match any digit, which we have already seen, matches any digit. So here if you see, we have written like match any digit 0 to 9 as a matching digit, which is /d, or here we have seen like matches any digit which is 0 to 9 in between. Okay, matching quantifiers. Matching quantifiers: a star match 0 or more occurrence of the preceding pattern, plus match 1 or more occurrence of the predicting patterns, question mark match 0 or 1 occurrence of the predicting patterns in the bracket, and match exactly n occurrence of the predicted pattern. So whatever the rules I am telling you, those rules you have to identify, you have to remember it, and you have to build a logic your own. Okay, otherwise you can use the chat GPT, otherwise you can search on the Googles, you can get those patterns to validate it. But if you want to add your own patterns, if you want to validate something your own patterns, then you have to create your own. Okay, AMN matches between end or n occurrence of the preceding patterns. Okay, some anchors we have like cap match the start of a line, dollar match the end of the lines. So like that we have a rules. Okay, we have some more rules like group and alternation. Okay, so if you give in the brackets like group pattern together, which is A, B, C, group pattern together, then we can use like that. If you want A, pi, B, match either A or B, you can write like that. Okay, escape characters dot match any character except a new line, / escape a special characters, quantifier precedence like question mark, star, plus are the greedy by default, meaning they match as much as possible. Adding questions after them, questions, star question plus questions make them non-greedy. Understood? So whatever I have tell you as of now, okay, those are the rules and regulations. Through that you can generate your own pattern, and you can write your own pattern. You can validate your date of birth, whatever the format you are writing, whatever the format you want to accept. Okay, those you can write with the help of the regular expressions. Let's take one example. Okay, so here is the example, which is regular expressions pattern. Match email address. So I hope everyone know what is the email address and how email will look like. Okay, and we want to validate in our application, our website. So how we can write it basically? So we have a /w plus @/w plus /./w, and in this bracket you can write 2 comma nothing. Okay, so explanation is like I also not able to write as expressions every time, because if you write one by one each and everything, it will take some time for the beginners. But if you get experience, if you understood more, if you have a clarity on that, then you can easily write within second any validations, any patterns very easily. Okay, so for example, you have a /w and plus match none or more word characters, letters, digit, underscore for the username part. Okay, so this is representing /w plus. Okay, so we have already learned /w plus, which is a small. Okay, here match any word, character, alphanumerics or underscore. Okay, those things only. Okay, those things only. So it will match any of or more characters, letter, digit, underscore for the username part. Okay, so we have written /w plus. Okay, so username is completed. @ in the every email ID, whatever the so @ whatever the email ID you are using, it should be there at the rate. So they have directly used the at the rate, match the literal at the rate symbol. Okay, so it should be matched directly. And then after they have given /w plus again. It means again you can write anything which is letter, digit, underscore, and then after they have mentioned after that /dot. So after something definitely dot should be there. If it is not dot, it will not include. Okay, so match the literal dot, right? We are writing like pk22cs at the rate gmail.com we are writing. So dot is also a mandatory part. Okay, so we can't forget it. So dot is also clear. Okay, so dot should be match the literal dot characters. Okay, basically, and then after again we want something which is .com. Okay, so .com place, maybe the somebody peoples are writing .net, dot something, it's like that email ID is possible. So for that they have written /w comma 2 comma under, again here close the bracket. So it means that match 2 or more word, match at least 2 or more word characters for the top level domain which is related to the .com, .ez, like that. Okay, .net. So if it is match, then only it's a correct format of the email, otherwise no. Remember to the escape back slash when using regex is Java string. Regex can become quite complex as you dive deeper. Okay, so remember that the backslash when using a regex in Java strings, regex can become a very quite complex as you dive deeper. If you go inside the depth of the regex, it's a very deeper. But these are some pattern to get you started. Okay, so I hope you understood a little bit what is the regex pattern, so where you can use it, how we can use it. We have understood the rules and regulations also. Let's understand some more point regarding that. Okay, for example, we have a Java regular expressions are useful pattern matching, manipulating the string. Java provides a one package which is regex package working with the regular expression. Here is the basic example of the regular expression in the Java. So here is the example of the regular expression validating the standard format of the US phone numbers, not our Indian phone numbers. It's a US phone numbers we want to validate it. So if you are doing a work in some of the company, maybe you can see based on the US phone numbers, it will they will ask like provide the phone numbers. So 3 digit and 4 digit. Okay, so we have to validate like this is like that format. It should accept. It will not accept any other things. Okay, so let's see here. If you see here what is the pattern, so here is the some example. So people are, if people are entering like 9876542310, that is called invalid format. If people are using 5551234, it's also invalid format. But if you enter the something mobile number 123, okay, and 4567890, this is the correct format they are assuming. So in the same way, this is the patterns, string patterns we have a specify here, and then after this is the pattern equal to pattern.compile. So we got patterns, based on these patterns we got the patterns, and then after with the patterns they are checking pattern.matcher phone number.match. So if it is map, it will they give true or false, like that. Okay, so this is the scenario we have to take it out, and we have to understand like phone number is correct or not, and whatever the format we have given, that is correct or not. So if you see the first phone number is only valid and other second phone number is not valid based on this pattern /v/d3 /d3 /d4. Okay, so what they have given /v means what? /b or /d we have to understood. So if you see here /b and /d we have discussed. Okay, what is the /d? Means matches any of the digits which is the 0 to 9. Okay, that is the /d. Okay, we can explain here also. I have written it like that. Okay, so that we can try to understand. So in this example, regular expression /b /d3 /d3 /d4 /b is used to match the standard US phone number format. Here what is of the part of the pattern means, so /b word boundary to ensure that phone number is not part of longer word. Okay, /b word boundary to ensure that the phone number is not a part of the longer word. Slash D 3 matches exactly 3 digit. So slash B means it should be a 10 digit or something. Slash B will boundary, it will give the boundary, like how many digit you can write. Okay, so here double slash B start or end they have given. Okay, so it will maintain the boundary. And slash D of 3 match exactly 3 digit. So only 3 digit will be possible in this. After hyphen is required, hyphen match the literal hyphen characters, then after slash D3, so only 3 digit you can give, and then again hyphen, then after slash D4 you can give the 4 digit, and after slash B word boundary again. So this pattern enforce the format of US where the X represent a digit. Keep in mind that this pattern only validate the format of the phone number. It does not check if the number is actually valid or reachable or not. Okay, so regular expressions will not tell you कि this number is valid or you can call on that number or not. It will not do that. It will just validate the pattern, like number format is right or not. Okay, after that, additionally the phone number formats can be vary across the country and regions. So in India having a different phone numbers, US having a different phone numbers, so you might need to adjust the regular expression accordingly, and you have to validate it. Okay guys, okay, let's see some example we can explain. So matching a care credit card number. So I hope everyone know care credit card numbers, and everyone have, and they have to match like credit card is a correct or not. So in the same way, this is the boundary slash B slash D 4 digit 4 digit 4 digit, and every 4 digit having a one hyphen, and again they are given the boundary. So it will match, the rejects match the credit card number in the format 40404040. Any digit you can put here, it will work. Okay, matching the date of birth. So if you provide the date of birth in this range, so this is the boundary slash B or slash B, it's a range. Slash D will represent, you can enter any numbers, okay, 0 to 9, but only 4 numbers you have to enter here. Hyphen you have to give after that slash D again, and you can enter the 2 digit, again hyphen D, or you can enter the 2 digit. So this is the format, which is the year, month or day, you can represent like that. Okay guys, the rejects match dates in the format is YYMMDD. Matching URL, for example, you are a backend developer and you got some URL to redirect in that. So first you can validate those URL is correct or not. So validating a URL, what you can do, you can write a code, okay, like slash B HTTPS, it's available or not. If it is available, then you can proceed. So whatever directly it should be, you can put directly, and question mark colon double slash slash S plus slash B. So it will put any of the numbers you are entering here. Okay, the rejects matcher URL starting with either HTTP colon double slash or HTTPS colon double slash followed by the any non-white space character, that is possible. Matching an email address, you can see here slash B, and this is the like in-depth matching, which is email address. The rejects match the standard email address, ensuring they follow the format. They will not start the email with the digit. That is the restrictions we have provided here. So this is the boundary slash B, and inside this they have written A to Z, capital small you can write, and then only you can write the digit, which is 0 to 9, and then after whatever the you want to write here, you can write it, and you can write the @ and then after whatever you want to write, you can write plus, you have to write dot, and then after again A to Z 224 and .com. Okay, so this is the format they are flowing. Okay, I will show you some of the format, like how it should work. Okay, so let me minimize it, and we want to check some of the email format. So I am copying this pattern, so let me copy this pattern, and let's go to our Eclipse. Okay, this is our Eclipse, and we have created already one test classes, and I explained you some method, but we don't require all those things. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove those parts. Okay, and just we have to check this number is valid or not. So we have a pattern. So pattern I will provide inside the compile. You can store inside the string, and then you can paste it here. Otherwise directly you can paste noise. Okay, Oh my god. Okay, so this is the pattern, so we have to give double slash. For skipping. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, so this is the pattern which is email ID validations patterns, and we have a one email ID. So let me take some email ID which is prince123@gmail.com, and this is the email one. Okay, in the same way I will take email 1, email 2, email 3. Okay, email 2, email 3, give me the name 2, 3, and some of the email I will start with the 2, 3, and some of the email I will remove @ Okay, this is the invalid email, and what I will do is here I'm going to write directly print it yes out. Okay, p dot matches, and in the matches I will pass email 1, first email 1 dot match. Okay, and I will print it like what is the output. We can check first and then we can go and enter the second. So if you see it's giving the true, it's given true, it means this format is correct, we can proceed. Okay, so what we can do, you can write here logic also. How we can write a logic? So we can check like if it is given true, we can say okay, email is valid, otherwise not valid. In the same way I'm going to copy this line. Okay, and I'm going to paste it 2 times here. Let me format it. Okay, and this is the email 2 and this is the email 3 I have written, correct, and let me run this. So if you see, 1 is true, second is false, and third is true. How third is true? Because I have started with the digit, but they have mentioned here, okay, it should be A to Z 0 to 9 also, so it's giving that true. Okay, fine. If I remove dot, then it will give false. Okay, false. If I give dot, but if I remove this one, okay, let me see this format also. This format is also form. I will not give m, that time is also true. So like that they will check like it should having a dot or not, it should having a @ or not, after @ or before @ having a some character or digit or not. Those patterns we have written here. So this is the boundary which is starting or ending, and in between we have written it should be capital A to Z, small a to z, or 0 to 9, then after it should be a dot, and after dot it should be a underscore also possible, dot also possible, %, also possible, plus hyphen, then after @ also possible. Like that, we have taken the date of birth patterns and we have to execute it. Okay, so in the same way what I'm going to do is, this is the email ID validations, and we have seen like how they have written the validations. In the same way I'm going to write date of birth validations, and this is the pattern for the date of birth. Correct? Understood? Okay, I don't want these things. Okay, this one only I want. Okay, and here I am going to write some date of birth, and date of birth should be like this is the, what is the today date? Today is maybe the 208. Okay, and 2023. Okay, so this is the one date of birth, second one and third one also I will give, but I will give some different. Okay, So this is the one patterns, and I am giving now 2023 hyphen 12 hyphen 02. Okay, here also I am giving 2014 hyphen 203 hyphen 2019. Okay, anything I have given here, and I want to validate it. So based on this pattern, which one is correct, which one is correct, we have to identify. So they are saying like first 4 digit is first 4 digit, then hyphen. So based on that, this one is correct, this one is also correct, but here we need only 2 digit, but we are giving the 3 digit, then this one is fail. So only this one is correct. Okay, let me write. We have already written, but I don't want to change it. Okay, let it do it, and just we have to run. Once I run, you can see the output. What is the output? So first one is false, second one is false, and third one is also true, based on the regular expressions pattern, guys. So regular expression pattern is very important. Don't forget it. And I hope in your development career, lots of the place you can see regular expression, and might be you have to write your own also in the some of the places. Okay, thank you so much.